everyone, welcome to the Queen of Ark, your go-to channel for all things ARK Survival Ascended. And today we are actually going to just do a tip on what I think is one of the most underutilized early game tools that we have, and that is the whip. So the thing that's great with the whip is that you can craft it in your inventory or in the smithy or the replicator. Any of those places is fine. It's only 25 fiber, 10 silk, 10 hide, and 5 wood. So we're going to craft one. And the first thing that I'm going to show is the feature for picking up items. Okay, so let's say you're doing a metal run, your tribe mate is on an Anki, and popcorns all of this metal to you to put into the forge. So what you want to do is stand back so you can access the forge. In this case, I need to access my dedicated storage. And then you are just going to use the whip as a pickup tool. Picks it all up in one shot. Perfect. And then turn around and deposit it as needed. The next thing it does is it is a great harvesting tool. So I will show you. Early game, super helpful. Doesn't harvest a lot, but it does harvest. So we'll come over here to the bushes. Use the whip, and you can see we get fiber and berries. Perfect. Okay. Now, one of my most favorite parts about this is the ability to move tames around. So sometimes you just want to move a tame a little bit or put it into a small spot. The whip controls the movement of the tame and allows you to move them around without whistling them or hopping on them. Let's say you're encumbered and you don't want to hop on, or you're trying to move it into a spot where if you hop off, you're going to get stuck. The whip does a great job with moving that around. Or if you played this game long enough, or if you haven't yet, at some point you will get on a tame, jump off, and get stuck inside. Frustrating. Let's say there's nobody on to help you. All you need to do is pull out your little handy dandy whip and whip the tames, and they will all leave. So that's pretty much it for PvE. So there are two features with the whip for PvP. One is dismounting a player from the saddle. So let's say you're out harvesting berries because you're new to the game, and you're on the beach and you're collecting, and somebody picks you on either an RG or a pterodon or whatever flyer. If you have the whip in your hand, you look up and whip the player out of the saddle. What that does when a player falls out of a saddle is that it will drop you from its claws. So two things. One is, my tribe mates always say, never go anywhere without a parachute, and it's for simple things like that. The other is, if you are dropped and you don't have a parachute, if you have over 400 health, you will not die. The most fall damage you will ever take from this game is 400, even if you're on the ceiling of the map. No more than 400 damage. The other thing that's really great is that, let's say you're standing here and somebody's coming at you with a gun. If you whip the person holding the weapon, it will take it out of their hand. Now, important to note, it will drop a package on the ground. It doesn't automatically go into your inventory. I can't tell you how many times I've done that. You whip something and you think you're good to go, and they just pick it back up. So what you need to do is whip it again to pick up a package on the ground. Does two things for you. Takes the weapon away from your enemy and gives it to you. So that is two of the most important features for PvP. All right, guys, that is everything with the whip. I think it's one of the most underutilized tools in the game, especially early game, from harvesting to moving tames to picking up items and even PvP features. And as always, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let me know if there's anything you want to see, and we will talk soon.